Tell me that works. Please work. Oh, hello? Yes. Yes. Is it working? Yes, it's working. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. It should be all working now. We should be good now. We should be good to go. We should be good to go. Sorry for any inconveniences. Hopefully you're all back in the stream now. Hopefully you're here. And I think the audio should be fine now. The audio should be fine now. Yes! Vamos, Leeds, carajo. Vamos, Leeds, carajo. Come on, let's get some people in here. Let's get some chat going. I just need to edit these. One second. Is the audio should be all good now. Let me know if there's any issues with the audio. I don't think there is. I think it should be crispier than a packet of ready salted Walkers. It should be smoother than a baby's bottom. And it should be silkier than Jack Harrison's first touch. I know that last one's probably pretty impossible. But hopefully that's what it's like. What's it like, guys? What are you guys telling me? What do you guys think the score prediction is going to be? Champions League final time, baby. Come on. Vamos. It's the Champions League final. It's starting in 13 minutes time. 13 minutes. 1 to the 3 to the 13. Let's get this timer reset, revamped, and ready to go. And let's get you guys ready to go for this Champions League final. Manchester City versus PSG Oil Clasico. It's an absolutely mouth-watering one and one you do not want to miss. It is time. And you know what time it is? It's red stripe time. It's beer time. It's time to get the drinks flying. The game are going. The game starting in now 12 minutes. 12 minutes until the game starts. 12 minutes until kickoff. And 12 minutes until I need to finish sinking this first pint at the very least. Uh-oh, I did not pour that one very well. The froth is everywhere. It clearly can't contain its excitement, much like I cannot contain my excitement, much like you guys, I presume, cannot contain your excitement either. The biggest game in the footballing calendar, the biggest game in the history of the game, aside from, of course, a World Cup final. You can't quite beat a World Cup final, but aside from that, it does not get any better. It does not get any smoother. It does not get any classier than a Champions League final. And this one in question is, of course, Oil Clasico. Manchester City versus Chelsea Football Club, two of the biggest tyrants of the English game, going head to head in what is going to be an absolutely mouth-watering tie filled with some of the best prospects in not only England, not only Europe, but the world. It is not one to miss, and it is one that is sure going to pop off. It's going to bang. It's going to be an absolute cracker. I'm telling you now, it's not like the other ones. Gamer guy Ethan, how's it going, buddy? Great to see you here, my man. How are you? How are you? What are the score predictions, guys? Who do you think's going to win? Do you think City have got it, or do you think Chelsea can cause the upset of the day? And I'll tell you, one upset is that this drink has not been sunk already, because I am buzzing. I'm sure you guys are buzzing. What do you think the score's going to be, Ethan, mate? What do you think the score's going to be? Oh, that tastes good. That tastes good. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, I cannot wait. I'm actually buzzing. I've been waiting for this game for so flipping long. Like the Champions League final in general, I've been waiting for. But this game specifically, since this final has been announced, I have been absolutely buzzing my tits off waiting for this. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Two of the best teams in Europe. Well, obviously, because they're in the final. Two of the best teams in England. Two of the most exciting teams to watch this year. 2-1 Man City. I thought you were going for Chelsea, Ethan. But you have seen the light and you have switched it up to Manchester City. And I'm telling you, 4-3 Manchester City. You can mark it now. Mark it in your calendars. Record this. Do whatever the hell you want to do. But I'm telling you, 4-3 Manchester City will be the score. And let's have a little look at the lineup, shall we? Shall we just? Let us go over here to the screen. To the screen. Let's change this up. That is changing something we do not want to see. That we do not want to see at all. And that is showing the game, which we cannot do. And this is what I wanted to see. Here we are. Here we're talking. Let's have a look at Manchester City's lineup. And what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I told you. I said he was saving Sterling for the final. I said he was saving Sterling for the final. And what did he do? He saved Sterling for the final. It's almost like me and Pep Guardiola, two peas in the same pod. I can read his mind. I told you. Look earlier. Go back to the Brentford stream. Go back and do whatever the hell you want to do to find my words. But I told you he was going to save Sterling till the final. Everyone says, nah, he's not going to play. He doesn't play in the Champions League. He's a second string player. I told you. This was his 4D chess. This was his ace card. And guess what? It turns out that little James Toon geezer actually knows what he's talking about. He actually knows a little something about football. I said on YouTube video 2-1 Manchester City. Good man. Your thumbnail, however, said 2-0, pal. I still need to check that out. I want to see some in-depth analysis after, and I want to see how the game is broken down. But delving more into this Man City, I still can't believe that no one listened to me when I said Raheem Sterling was going to start. You all laughed at me. Yeah? Well, who's laughing now? I told you he was starting Sterling. I said it was all a ploy. It was all his master plan to save him for the final. His ace in his sleeve. The ace card. This is it. It's Raheem Sterling, Phil Foden, and Sergio Aguero coming off the bench. Let's have a little look at the Chelsea lineup, shall we? 3 at the back. James, Reece James in centre half. I presume he is going to be going with those overlapping runs down the right-hand side because, of course, they have put Azpilicueta on the right. So I presume they will be into switching quite a bit. We have Thiago Silva. Thiago Gold Silva. That's right, he's not silver anymore. He's Thiago Gold. And he is going to be holding through the middle of the fort. Rudiger at left centre back. Chilwell on the left-hand side of the midfield 4, a.k.a. the left-hand side of the defensive 5. Jorginho and Kante in the midfield 2. Mason Mount, this is going to be a big day for him. Big day for Chelsea and big day for the Chelsea Academy graduate Mason Mount. And of course, a big day for these two, the two German signees of the window, Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. Of course, rounding off the rest of the Man City team, we've got Zinchenko, Walker, Stones, Diaz, Edison, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and of course, an absolutely liquid front three of Raheem the Dream Sterling, Phil Foden, and Riyad Mahrez. Well, Ethan, who do you think is going to score first then? You say 2-1 City. Who do you think is going to get the first goal for City? Who do you think is going to start off the goal scoring of the day? This is absolutely electrifying. Absolutely electrifying. What are you guys telling me? We got 3 of you in here now. By the way, I don't know who that is who liked the stream. Like I said, the first like of the day means a lot to me. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. And thank you very much for the 3 people in here right now. Who are you? Who do you support? And who do you think is going to do the business tonight? It is just 4 minutes and 50 seconds until kickoff. Oh, it's getting tasty. I just read Oil Classico. What can I say, mate? What can I say? It's the game we've all been waiting for. It's going to be 3-2. I presume you're talking Manchester City. Who do you think is going to score for Manchester City, mate? Who do you think is going to score first? Who's going to open their account for the day? Because I already told you who I said is going to score first. And it's a man who everyone thought wasn't going to be starting. That's all I'm saying. About 17 minutes in, Riyad Mahrez you're going for. I'm going for Raheem Sterling. You're going for Riyad Mahrez. And mate, do you remember in the stream when I said Sterling was going to be his 4D chess, his ace in the hole, the guy he's been saving especially for the final, that he hasn't been playing in any of the other Champions League games? Well, that's exactly what he has done, sunshine. And you could just be right with Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez, of course, in fine form, especially in the Champions League, getting 2 goals in the semi-final himself. It's got to be a big one. 4 minutes until kickoff. I am nervously anticipating this one. I have money on the line for a Manchester City win. Big money on the line as well, might I add. Thank you very much, by the way. I see we've got a second like in the stream. Thank you so much. Again, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're watching from. But all I do know is that you're an absolute legend. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the stream. It, of course, always means a lot. And here we go. The players are lining up. The players are coming out. And it's time to sink this beer. I didn't even look at the lineups. I thought I was going to look stupid. Oh, what with Mahrez? What with the Mahrez thing? No, he is starting. He is starting. He is starting. We can have one last glance at the lineups if you guys do want. Just a quick look before we do go. Let's have a little look at the lineup screen again. This is it. Foden, Sterling, Mahrez, Silva, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Walker, Stones, Diaz, Zinchenko, and Edison in goal. And for Chelsea, we've got this weird thing going on here with Azpilicueta and James, who I presume are going to change off. Silva, Rudiger, Chilwell, Jorginho, Kante, Mount, Havertz, Werner. 2-1 City, Pulisic, consolation, second half. Pulisic, I presume, is on the bench for Chelsea. They don't show it there, but I can only presume he is on the bench. and 2-1 Manchester City. Again, going for a City win. I believe City are going to win. I'm pretty sure we're seeing all here a Manchester City win. You actually agree with gamer guy Ethan. Two people cut from the same block. I mean, it's the rivalry between Mahrez and Kante, and you've got a point there, mate. Both, of course, leaving Manchester City, leaving Leicester City for greener pastures. But whose pasture will be greener? And who will be lacing off with that Champions League trophy? And we now have 3 likes on the stream. Thank you ever so much to whoever that was. You absolute living legend. Chelsea 10-0 puppet. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. You've been banging on about this 10-0. It's not going to happen. And puppet. If you've heard me say this already, boys, I'm sorry. But my boy Puppet's in here now. What did I tell you about Sterling, mate? I said he was Guardiola's ace in the hole. The guy he was saving for the final. And that's exactly what he's done. He's exactly what he has done. He saved him for the final. And here he is for the big one. For the big one. El Machipo Grande. By the way, this game is on YouTube. So if you do want to sync up the time with me, Cinco de Mayo weekend, then we can get that going. Of course we can. Very easily this time because, of course, instead of using some bookie stream, which you can't really see what's going on, you can't really time it, this one, you can pause and pull back. Bang, average player. We'll see about that, mate. We'll see about that. I highly doubt that he's a bang average player. In fact, I don't only doubt it, I disagree with it very, very strongly. Underrated football channel. If you're talking about this one, mate, I very much appreciate it. But I am only a product of you lot. We are all one together here. It is an underrated family. Let me tell you, a very underrated family we have here. The best in the business of the most forward-thinking pioneers of the beautiful game. Let me tell you that for a fact. No one else knows football like us. Let me tell you, no one else talks ball like us. And this is it. This is it. This is the time. This is what we've been waiting for. Come on, I'm actually buzzing. So you guys are all going for City wins apart from Puppet. Yes, I wish I had this much energy. Mate, what can I say? I've been waiting for this game for ages. I'm absolutely buzzing my tits off. Plus, I need to sink some more of these beers. Yeah. And plus, I am a bit of a crackhead. The energy comes in handy sometimes, but it also comes in detrimental quite a bit as well. And we've got 4 likes on the stream now. Thank you very much to whoever that was. You absolute living legend of the channel, legend of the game, and legend of life. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to start the timer after 1 minute so you guys can think it. I'm scared, you know. I don't even support anyone and it's scaring me. Exactly, man. I'm scared as well because I kind of want City to win rather, not Chelsea. So I'm a bit scared in that way, but I wouldn't say I'm even scared. I'm just anticipating a beautiful game of football here. I'm scared for when it's over and we've got no more European football. That's what I'm scared for. I'm scared for that time. Because when that happens, it's going to be a very, very bleak time. I support a team that has played Europa League last year. Yeah, you're a Wolves fan, are you not? You're a Wolves fan, right? You actually did very well in the Europa League last year. Got to the, was it the quarterfinal? And you got knocked out. Ah, it was the team that knocked, it was Sevilla, was it not? Did you get knocked out by Sevilla? I think you did get knocked out by the Sevilla. My finger is on the buzzer, by the way. Trying to sync this up. 55 seconds, 56 seconds, 57 seconds, 58 seconds. And that should be golden. That should be golden, baby. Sync it up with that and we are cooking. We are cooking. That is the time. Yeah, Wolves. Thought so, mate. What can I say? Remember everything. You did. You're very lucky, mate. I wish my team could be in European football. Maybe next year. Maybe next year Leeds will qualify. I certainly hope so. As they show Thomas Tuchel on the sidelines now. Man City starting some nice build-up play from the back. The ball sprayed out to the right to Kyle Walker. Yeah, Sevilla. It was quite unlucky from what I remember, actually. I I remember you guys playing pretty well. I remember Adama Traore specifically running from the halfway line, taking on about 5 or 6 players. I don't know if you had a goal disallowed or you missed a really good chance, but I do recall you guys being, you know, pretty somewhat unlucky in that game to get knocked out. Was it an extra time you got knocked out, I think, in the end? Here we go. Some nice build-up play for City. Timo Werner now flicks it on with his shoulder. He's running in behind. Timo Werner gives it out. He does up Silva. Takes it past one and completely loses it. Sadly, my team has sucked for 15 years. Are you talking about, aren't you a Brentford fan, Bagav? I'm pretty sure you said you're a Brentford fan, but who else would you support? And speaking of sucking for 15 years, mate, my team sucked for 16 years. We went from Champions League semi-finalists to Championship within 2 years. That's all I'm saying. Champions League to Championship. That was pretty damn tragic. And then after that, we went down to League One. So even more tragic. And then we eventually climbed our way out of that, despite losing in the playoff final. And then, got stuck in the Championship for another 10 years. So I know your pain, mate. I think it was last minute. Yeah, I think it was as well, wasn't it? It was the header, wasn't it? They, yeah, it was. And they whipped the header in, and that little short guy, he flicked. They whipped the cross in. That little short guy flicked the header on. I remember it. I was quite mad actually. I wanted you lot to win. Arsenal, unfortunately. Well, I wouldn't say Arsenal have sucked. Timo Werner's on the attack now, though. Gives it to Havertz. Havertz wriggling around in the box, drills it across, and it is picked up by Edison. I wouldn't say Arsenal have necessarily sucked for 15 years. I mean, yeah, you've won a few trophies, man. More like 10 years. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say, well, ever since you left the Emirates, really, it all went downhill for you. It was always going to happen. You didn't have the money, you didn't have the finances. You had to do everything on a shoestring budget. I mean, getting top 4 with Marouane Chamakh up top. You know what I mean? It's not exactly an easy job Wenger had there. And I do actually really love Arsene Wenger. Actually, I have an Arsenal membership, actually, because I live in North London. So I used to go to quite a few of the games there as well. Quite a few of the Europa League games when I couldn't make it to Leeds. But yeah, you have kind of faltered these parts. You've kind of drifted down the table, and with those owners, you're never going to get anywhere. I'm sorry, I actually really like Arsenal, but with those owners, you need to get them out the door. Stan Kroenke is the biggest fraud. The people there from top to bottom don't know anything about football. They don't. They hire who's absolutely useless. You got bloody who's that agent absolutely running everything. Then Ozil's skill died. Yeah, well, Ozil, the thing is, he was there in a time when they didn't really win anything. They got a couple of FA Cups. Even when Ozil was in his peak, he had bloody Olivier Giroud missing half of the chances under the sun while he was there. And speaking of Olivier Giroud could potentially cause an impact today. He is, of course, an impact sub. Could he come on for Chelsea today and do the business? Let's see. Our board mismanaged so much money. Absolutely, they did. Absolutely, they did. They didn't just mismanage money, mate. They mismanaged it awfully. So that board, what they've done to that club is absolutely criminal. Then Ozil's skill died. Yep. Well, Ozil, unfortunately, I mean, he's still got a lot to offer. He's just lost a bit of the consistency that made him what he was, how great he was back in the day. But he's still obviously got the technique and the passing vision that no one else. He had 2 years of shine at Arsenal. I'd say it was more 2.5, 3 years of shine, to be honest. But you're right, he did kind of falter off at the end, and his work rate did become a bit of an issue. Obviously, Bagar, you watched probably a bit more of him than me. So if you have anything to add on the Mesut Ozil situation, then yeah. But from what I've seen, which was quite a lot, to be honest, he started off very, very strong. Of course, he had that year when Leicester won the Premier League, and he was basically tearing up the assist record in the first half of the season. And then it all fell away in the second half because Olivier Giroud was missing all the chances he created for him. Couldn't score anything. Couldn't hit a barn door. I'll tell you who can hit a barn door, though. His name is Felipe Foden. And he's tearing down the wing now. He's cutting in. He's cutting out. Cut inside man, if you will. I tell you, what do you guys think of Phil Foden, by the way? Who do you guys have? Phil Foden or Mason Mount? Who do you reckon's the better player? Who do you reckon's the better player out of Phil Foden and Mason Mount? For me, it's absolutely no contest. Also, the worst thing was that Arsenal sold Alexis Sanchez. Well, it was, but he didn't want to be there. He didn't want to be there. And when he doesn't want to be there, he doesn't want to be there. Wenger broke his back to try and keep him, and he basically disrespected Wenger, disrespected the club, and pushed his way out. And when a player doesn't want to be there, they don't want to be there. Sterling's in here. Sterling's in. Sterling's in. Oh, it's still Sterling. Oh, he's backheeled into the goalkeeper. That could have been the magic there. Of course, he did have a little bit of argy-bargy with James. That is brilliant defending by Reece James there. Brilliant one by Raheem Sterling. The ball's pinged 40 yards there. He is tackled. It is a corner kick, I do believe. I don't know if his skill died. His game is timeless, doesn't really rely on speed. Problem was, he didn't have the right players around him, and I definitely agree with that. He's a player who makes players around him better. It's not necessarily about him pulling a one-man job, unlike Phil Foden, who's whipped a beautiful ball in here. It's cleared away by Thiago Silva, and Chelsea get a defensive free kick. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. His game does rely on other people around him. That was his best asset, was playing players in, making their skill better. Foden is much better than Mason Mount. Look at Foden's stats. He's one of the best players of all time for his age. Your boy Sterling, no touch. What do you mean, no touch? Did you see that run? That run was absolutely orgasmic, pal. Yes, I do exactly 100% agree that Foden is better than Mason Mount. Mate, just not even his stats. Just look at the way he runs with the ball. Look at his agility, his balance, his poise. It's actually second to none. He basically floats through defenders. It's actually unbelievable how good that guy is. I'm telling you, he's a Ballon d'Or winner in the future. And Mason Mount, Mason Mount is absolutely quality. I think Mason Mount is elite. I just think Foden's a level ahead. And Mason Mount's on the ball here now. It's Kai Havertz running in. It's Werner. He's absolutely fluffed it. Oh, no. That could have been it for Werner. Oh, what a chance that is. And now Sterling's on the counter-attack. It's Raheem Sterling. He's almost in. He's squared it. Oh, it's almost made it to Phil Foden at the back post there. It's all end-to-end now. It's Zinchenko. It's still Sterling. Oh, mate, it's all kicking off. I don't know what you're talking about, mugging off Sterling, Atomic, because Sterling is having the game of his career right now. He always bangs against Chelsea, and today is no exception to the rule. It's Zinchenko now outside of the area. Gives it to Sterling. Sterling, is he going to cut inside? He plays it into Mahrez, and Mahrez loses the ball with a dodgy touch, and it is cleared away. But only as far as Zinchenko. City still on the attack here. This is unbelievable. Is Foden in the Euro squad? I'm pretty sure he's in the 33-man provisional squad. Yes, he's most definitely in that 33-man provisional squad. I don't even need to check, because if he isn't, then I'm actually going to castrate myself. And in fact, I know for a fact he is, because Mason Greenwood's even in there. And I remember now that Foden is most definitely in there. Sterling at Arsenal next year. I mean, I don't think they'll sell him. I don't think they'll sell him. A lot of people would have thought that was a possibility. There was actually a lot of legs to that rumour when he wasn't starting in the Champions League earlier on this year, Sterling. But now I think this has proven that Guardiola does have faith in him. He does trust him in the big games. And I don't think that would happen. I'd be scared if that happened. What if Sterling went to Arsenal? Why would you be scared? What, of Arsenal having a resurgence? Is that what you'd be scared of, Arsenal resurgence? They won't resurge any more than Leeds, so let me tell you. I like Arsenal as much as the next guy, but they're no Leeds United. Foden or Sancho? Oh, Foden. No level. No. I mean, there's probably a bit of a closer level with Sancho. But I think Foden for me is... I think he's just a bit clear. I think Sancho, again, is maybe in that Mason Mount bracket. He's just a level below Foden. Like, he's still elite baller. But I think Foden is literally that creme de la creme. Like, Ballon d'Or winner level. I think Foden just above him. Kante running into the box there. I'm telling you, what are you guys thinking about this game right now? This is actually end-to-end as fuck. Like, if you look at the last two finals were actually pretty damn boring, if we're honest here. The Spurs-Liverpool one was pretty average. The PSG-Bayern one was very, very average. This has had quite a lot of action. Sancho is skillfully better. I'd have to agree with that in terms of dribbling skills, in terms of like the step overs, the Ronaldo chops, the little flicks and stuff. I think, yeah. But I think Foden has a better touch. I feel like he's a lot more agile than Sancho is. I feel like he's also got a lot better IQ, and I think his vision is better. I think there's just little idiocracies to his game that are just that little bit better. But definitely, if you're talking about visual like skills, when it comes to like taking players on and the drop of the shoulder and the little Ronaldo shot and the fancy flicks and stuff, Sancho, yeah, is probably better. But I think in terms of everything else to his game, like the IQ, it's Foden. And as they always say, it's a thinking man's game. As Pirlo said, you play football in the brain. The feet are just the tools. It's not all about looking fancy all the time. It's not all about how you can do these extra 2 little touches. Sure, that's what I love about football, and that's what makes it great to watch. But it's about what you're thinking. And I feel like Foden is always thinking 3 steps ahead of everyone else. That is the level. And Guardiola said it himself. Guardiola said what he saw in Foden at 17, he hasn't seen from any player ever. He did carry... Oh, Mason Mount's in the box now, though. It's Werner! And he's fluffed his lines again. Timo Werner has fluffed his lines again. He's fluffed it again. Timo Werner, how many chances does he need? He's fallen over the ball and he's fluffed his lines again. That's 2 massive chances for Timo Werner and he's mucked them both up. That is simply not good enough. Not good enough from Werner. Werner's in again, though. And he's ripped it into the side netting. You can't write this stuff. You actually can't write it. Thomas Tuchel looks like he's about to have an aneurysm over there. Timo Werner is not... He's just missed 3 very, very good chances. The Mahrez goal is not looking promising. I see what you mean. Mahrez hasn't necessarily got too involved so far. But it is still early doors. It's still the 14th minute. It's early doors. It's early doors indeed. Chelsea on the corner now. Getting ready to whip it in. Sterling getting ready. Getting bodied by Thiago Silva. Reece James whips his arm up. Flicks a beautiful ball in. It's caught by Edison. He rolls the ball out. Here you go. City on the counter-attack. Riyad Mahrez now. The man you called to score. Riyad Mahrez out to De Bruyne. De Bruyne glides past 1. Glides past 2. And he's bodied off there by Kai Havertz, I believe. Brilliant defending there. Say that and look now. What? With Mahrez on the counter-attack. Yep. Indeed, mate. Indeed. Yes, indeedy. Oh. You want to see some more pressure from City here. Not enough pressure. Not enough pressure, if you ask me. Didi Rahman. Cleared forward. Lovely header out there. Gundogan now on the ball. Gundogan still. It's Gundogan. Play it out to the right. Gives it to Mahrez. Your man Mahrez on the ball. Here we go. Isolates Chilwell. Cuts inside and gets absolutely hack and slashed. See, this is good from City, though. This is good. What I would say is that Chelsea they're dealing with it so far. They've got a strong bank of 4. They've got a strong bank of 2 in front of that. But it's just about that final ball. City are getting into the right areas. It's that one last ball that's letting them down. Chelsea are defending very well so far. City are not defending so well. Chelsea look like they're going to score more when they go on a counter-attack. It looks like City are more open when Chelsea do go forward. Like now with Mason Mount. Mason Mount's cut inside now. He's sprayed it forward to Timo Werner. Timo Werner on the ball now. gives it out to Chilwell. Chilwell whips a lovely ball in. And N'Golo Kante's winning a header. How is Kante winning a header in the box? What's going on there, man? What is going on there? 5'6" bloody Kante is winning a header in the box over Ruben Diaz, who's about 6'2", and who's that? Sterling, who's 5'7". Sterling, the guy who's back there. He's literally just flipping RKO'd Sterling. What's going on there? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. Thogden is at this match, is he? Lucky guy, I swear. Thogden, yeah? That guy seems to get tickets to every single game. I don't know how he does it, man. I saw him at the bloody... I saw him at both finals. I saw him at... he's at this Champions League final. He's at all the games. What's he playing at? The game is so end-to-end. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is a banging Champions League final so far. Compared to the other ones, which have been a bit of a dead rubber, this one is fucking popping. It is popping. But if anyone knows who Thogden's getting his tickets off, yeah? You know, hook me up. That's all I'm saying. Hook me up. Because I'd love a bit of that action. I'd love a bit of that action indeed. Time to get another beer. Here we go. Beer number 2 on the go. I mean, he is the biggest football channel on YouTube right now. I wouldn't say that necessarily. I think True Geordie's bigger. I think AFTV's bigger. I think Mark Goldbridge is bigger. But if you're talking about vlogging YouTube channel, he is probably bigger. He doesn't have the historical data of like a Spencer FC. Yeah, probably an invite. Yeah, that's what I mean. When you've got that much clout, he's probably got like people, you know, that are ready to give him stuff. Timo is a dead baller. Yeah, damn right he is, man. He's missed like 3 or 4 absolute gilt-edged chances this game. I don't know what he's been playing at. I don't know what he's been drinking the night before, but he's certainly not on form. And yeah, I don't know what kind of connects he has, but yeah, obviously when you've built up a channel of that size, you're gonna have some people ready to offer you tickets. I actually really like Thogden, to be honest. I think he's a really classy guy. He seems to me, I don't know him personally, so I can't pass judgment on him. But from what I've seen, he seems like a nice guy. He seems like a very decent geezer. Seems honest. Seems like a good bloke, which is of course the most important thing. This Champions League final so far absolutely bursting into life, might I say. End to end, as you say. Is Pulisic playing? He's not starting, no. He's not starting. Let me just have one quick check on the bench again, because I've completely forgotten what the bench is saying. The Chelsea bench is Pulisic there? Christian Pulisic is on the bench. He's on the bench. He's not starting, though. He's not starting for Chelsea. City's struggling to break him down here. Really struggling to break him down. Let's have a look at the City bench, actually. Who could they bring on? Tell me Aguero is here. Yes. Aguero is the man that needs to come on. Sterling now, though, takes it into. It's De Bruyne. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Ah, the ball's not good enough there. It's not quite silk. It's not quite velvet. That final ball, it's just not there. All the hard work was done. That's a brilliant run by Sterling. This is what I mean. People ignore all the hard work Sterling does. Look at that. Gets the ball to the halfway line. Takes on 1, takes on 2. And then plays a lovely ball into Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne was offside, granted. But it was still a lovely run by Sterling. And this is the work that goes unnoticed. People are going to slag him off if he doesn't score, he doesn't get an assist. But they don't think about that. They don't think about him picking up the ball from the halfway line, taking on 2-3 players, slotting City in. Do you know how tiring that is to defend against? It's unbelievable. If he comes on and scores, I think he'll be the second American to score in the history of a Champions League final. Really? Who was the other one, if you know? I can't think. Who would have it? It wouldn't have been Landon Donovan. I don't think he's ever been in Champions League final. I think Lala, was he American? I can't think of any other American that would have scored in one. But that statistic, that is mental. That is very mental. But I'll tell you who I back to come off the bench and score. And his name is Sergio Aguero. If Aguero scores the winner, Chilwell whips a ball in. And it's cleared away. If Aguero scores the winner, then that would be absolutely historical. That would be, oh mate, I'd probably cry tears. The storyline would have written itself so perfectly there for Aguero to score the winner on his last ever game for Manchester City. That would be emotional. But no end product. What do you mean no end product? What are you talking about no end product? He's taken on 1, 2, 3, 4. And he slotted in De Bruyne there. Beautiful ball to De Bruyne. De Bruyne was in there like swimwear. Like a pedo in Speedos. And what do you mean no end product, man? His end product is better than a Gordon Ramsay gourmet dish. My question is what are you guys drinking on? That's what I'm saying. You better have the beers going or the champers. I don't know what you drink. I don't know who you're drinking, what you're drinking, but I presume you got a drink with you. It's a Champions League final. It has to happen. You know what I mean? If you guys were here right now, I'd buy you all a pint. Let's have a cheers, a toast to the drillers. That was a basic pass. Yeah, that was a pretty basic pass. You're right, that was a basic pass. That was a basic pass. But there's nothing to say he has no end product in this game. I mean, that was a pretty... that was a bad dive from him there. That was a very bad dive there. That's a bad dive. But I think that's very harsh to say he has no end product. I definitely wouldn't agree with that. And you'll see his end product when he scores. I tell you what would burst this game into even more life is a goal. And I can smell it. I can feel it. I can taste the goal coming. Can't just feel and smell. I can literally, like, the taste is dripping down my throat. It's that strong. The sensation is that powerful. Here we go. I can feel it. 28th minute. 28th minute, we're getting a goal. 28th minute. And I reckon it'll be Raheem Sterling. I think it's Jovan Kirovski. Really? He doesn't sound American to me. Jovan Kirovski. He sounds like he'd be like Scandinavian or Polish or something. Doesn't sound like an American name to me. But maybe he's probably dual nationality or something. But that's it. Yeah, that would be mental if Pulisic does it. I'd be really mad. I tell you, I'm not sure about this stadium though. I don't know why they're hosting it in Portugal. Should have just hosted it in England. 2 English clubs, you know. It makes so much more sense. But they do what they do. Apparently he's American. Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a lot of foreign people living all over the gaff. So as they whip in a free kick. Sorry to pause that thought there. He's come back to the edge of the box and nothing's happened with it. Yeah, I presume he will be a dual nationality, like I say. So of course he can be American. It's the same thing as me. Like, I'm English, but I'm also half Armenian. So, like, I could represent both nations. So, technically, if I scored in the final, I'd be the first Armenian to score in a Champions League final. Not a Europa League, because my boy Henrique did that when he lifted the Europa League, which I presume Atomic was probably spunking on himself that day in excitement when my boy Mkhitaryan scored that goal to put his side 1-0 up. I was pretty conflicted that day, let me tell you. Because as a Leeds fan, I don't really want to see United winning a final. But as an Armenian fan, or Armenian in general, I like to see my boy Mkhitaryan doing well. Raheem Sterling isolates James. Absolutely blitzes past him. But Reece James winning the battle. Reece James, I mean, he's showing very good resolute defending there with the one-on-one. Villa Park shouldn't be used. Old Trafford or something should have been hosted. I agree. I think potentially the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, that's a very nice and new stadium. Maybe the Emirates, maybe Old Trafford, like you say. Either way, that would be pretty good for the fans of either of these clubs either. Because could you imagine Chelsea saying, "Oh, it's Foden! Oh, what a chance! That is brilliant defending by Rudiger. Oh, that is absolutely quality. Oh, he has to take that quicker, Foden. He has to take that quicker. That's brilliant defending by Rudiger there. That is brilliant defending. Yes, OMG Foden indeed." But yeah, if it was played in Old Trafford and Man City won it, could you imagine Man City fans forever being able to say, "We won a Champions League at Old Trafford"? The same way Arsenal fans can say, "We won the league at Old Trafford. We won the league at White Hart Lane." And could you imagine Chelsea fans saying, "We won the Champions League at White Hart Lane, at Shite Hart Lane, the stadium Tottenham have failed to win a trophy in since there's been colour on my TV screen"? You know what I mean? The storyline writes itself. What do you think of the t-shirt, by the way? Pretty beautiful t-shirt, right? Historic as well. The Leeds fans were wearing it. Well, no, it was in, yeah, well, the Leeds players were wearing it when we played Liverpool, obviously, and it was in the Leeds shop. So I thought, you know what, that's a cop and a half. That would be funny. It would be more than funny, mate. It would be absolutely hilarious. It would be hilarious. We can all laugh at Tottenham, eh? We can all laugh at Tottenham. Oh, mate, my life would have been over if Tottenham won that Champions League final, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Because as you can hear by my voice, although I'm a Leeds fan, I was born and lived the majority of my life in London. Currently live in Manchester, but I'm a Londoner. So know a lot of Chelsea fans and a lot of Tottenham fans. And I know a lot of Chelsea fans currently shitting bricks this game. I might get one of them. I have a Chelsea fan. He's going to be at home watching it. Should I get him on Discord at half time just to get a few of his words, get a feel of his fear? Maybe it would happen on FIFA, but never in the real world. What, Tottenham winning a trophy? A lovely ball across, but Mahrez couldn't quite get his foot to that. Could not quite get his foot to that. I see a screaming Riyadh. No, I presume it's the same thing. Oh, mate, that is absolutely crazy. That could have been the Mahrez opening goal you were talking about. It's Sterling. Oh, it's blocked. That was it, man. That was Gascoigne-esque in Italia 90. If only he had an extra inch on his foot, Mahrez would have opened the scoring there. Sterling striking the ball straight into Thiago Silva. Oh, it's hottening up, baby. That was close. That was close. That was very, 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 very close. Walker has 99 pace. Bro, I'm telling ya. Walker is so underrated, man. The guy is world class. The guy is not only his pace, but his strength. It's like, if you get past him, he is coming blitzing back and he's just going to body you off the ball. He is rapid, man. I mean, going forward as well, as you can see there with the ball into Mahrez. I presume that's what you were referencing there. The guy has got Bunsen burners on deck, man. He's probably the fastest player in that City team, second by Sterling. I like City because they avenged us against Watford. They avenged you against Watford? When was that? When did they avenge you against Watford? When did Wolves lose to Watford? I can't think of it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Here we go, though. De Bruyne on the ball, losing out to Havertz. Come on, man. I want to see a goal. I want to see a goal in this game. FA Cup 18-19. Oh, yeah! Yeah! When Jimenez scored first and there was that geezer in the crowd with the fucking Jimenez mask on. Didn't you? It was either you went 1-0 up or 2-0 up. And Dini scored that last-minute penalty, didn't he? Yes! I remember that now. And then Man City spanked him in the final. Yeah, 6-0, exactly. And you know who scored a hat-trick in that final? Raheem the Dream Sterling. Yeah? I've actually got a Sterling England kit in my drawer. So if he scores, I'm going to whip that out. That's all I'm saying. Sterling is probably my favourite player in the history of the game. Just around or behind Messi. Timo Werner. Timo Werner back to Kante. Kante out to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta now. Could he score? Could he create something? Chelsea struggling to get the ball down. Chelsea struggling to break down City. It's headed back by Walker. What wasn't even a pen? Mate, Sterling's the main man. What can I say? I told you, Sterling is the main man. Oh, what do you mean, bang average player, man? I'm not having this, man. You got Phil Jones in your bio. You're a Phil Jones fanboy. I don't want to hear Sterling's bang average, mate. Sterling is 10 times the player Phil Jones will ever be. 10 times him. Wasn't even a pen either. What wasn't? Oh, the Dini one. Yeah. Dini's pen wasn't even a pen. I can't remember. Oh, I think wasn't it Dendoncker brought him down, wasn't it? Dendoncker. I remember it being somewhat dubious actually, and it was. I'm pretty sure it was Dendoncker. Mate, bringing back the memories here, bringing them back big time. That's the thing. I remember these games. I forget them like in the time, and then when someone gives me a little nugget to remember, then all the memories just come flooding back. That's the beauty of your mind, isn't it? The memory. You have all this stuff stored away in your long-term memory banks, and then someone will just give you a little nugget, and it will just come draining all the way back in there. You can't even you can't compare them. Who can't you compare? What, Sterling and Jones? No, you can't, mate. You can't, because Sterling's that far ahead. Can we at least see the screen? What screen are you talking about, Bababooey? If you're talking about the match, unfortunately I cannot, because this stream will get taken down within a matter of minutes, because BT Sport own the licensing rights for that. If you know anything about that, this will not only get taken down, but my channel will get permanently deleted if I even dream of showing that game. Didn't even touch him. Dini dived. I might have to have a look at that after. You know, obviously you've got a subtle bias there. So, but actually, of course he probably dived. Of course he dived. But at the end of the day, that brings up an interesting point. This whole diving thing is because the officials never give any decision if you don't dive. So this is why these players have to dive now. You saw it with Patrick Bamford the other week. He got clipped down against Southampton by the keeper. Didn't dive to the floor. Therefore, didn't get a penalty. The officiating needs to change. It needs to change. And pardon me. Sorry, that was disgusting that you had to hear that. That's very disrespectful. Sorry, boys. It's this lager. It's getting to my... it's getting to me. Oh. Then also, last season, I think Mount dived in the last game of the season, which gave them a free kick. What, did that stop you from getting Europe or something? In that last game? I'm not sure what you're talking about there, to be honest. Maybe you played them last game of the season. Kante, that's a beautiful tackle, though. He's storming forward. He has two options. Plays it to his right. Havertz wriggles in, and that is a wonderful tackle by Zinchenko there. Absolutely world class. Did you watch the last game of the season with Wolves and United? I didn't watch the full game. I watched the match of the day highlights though, and I definitely saw that Daniel James world class chip that puppet got me to rewatch. Van der Beek dived. Sterling, the king of diving, absolute load of cap. All right, sure Sterling dives here and there. Sure he does, but that's part of his style. All right. What is with diving when it's important? Yeah. Tottenham won, finished 6th, and then finished 7th. Well, Tottenham won absolute jack shit, actually. Let me tell you that much. They won jack diddly squat, is what they won. Because Tottenham and winning will never go together in the same sentence. Because if you have an English exam and you write a sentence and it has Tottenham and winning in it, they'll actually mark you down. That's the funny thing. You won't only get a few grades notched down. You'll get a complete F. Because those two cannot go in the same sentence by law. By law, Tottenham and winning just cannot go in the same sentence together. It's just a law. You know what I mean? It's just a law. Yeah. I think Atomic Puppet will have something to say about the Van der Beek diving thing. We've got a Man United fan in the chat, if you're wondering, by the way. So Servic is, of course, a Wolves fan. And then Atomic Puppet, if you couldn't tell by his hideous Phil Jones profile picture, is a Man United fan. But yeah, I didn't see that Van der Beek dive. But I can only presume you're right there. Because Man United and diving kind of goes together in the same sentence as well, doesn't it? They're going to bottle the Conference League. You're damn right they are. They're going to be playing... Have you seen all the memes of, like, the teams they're playing? And it's like, this is who Tottenham are going to be playing in the Conference League. And it's a flipping team with an airport in the background behind their fucking stadium. They literally have an airport in the background of their stadium. All I'm saying is, all it's going to take is one Sissoko shot, yeah, which goes booming into row Z to absolutely probably kill about 10,000 people by dismantling an entire airline. Imagine United in the Conference League. Imagine Leeds United in the Conference League. That would be magical. And imagine Man United in it as well. That would also be magical, but for different reasons. For different reasons. It would be it'd be pretty beautiful. Imagine Man United in the Championship. Now that would be orgasmic. Easy win. What, the Conference League? What, much like the Europa League was an easy win. I'll tell you, if you had Phil Jones, you would have probably won the Europa League. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not sure about this whole Conference League thing, man. Because we used to have 7 spots for the Europa League. And now our 7th spot for the Europa League has basically been ditched off for this shitty Conference League. I think the Conference League is great for other leagues that aren't the Premier League. But for the Premier League, we already had 7 European spaces. Because the cup teams that win usually finish in the top 6, so they have Europe anyway. So therefore, we always get a 7th spot for the Europa League. Like, basically 9 seasons out of 10. But now, they've added this crappy Conference League in, so 7th place doesn't even get the Europa League. They get the Conference League. It's just shit. You'll find some way to Spanish team. Unai Emery, you know. That guy owns that trophy, doesn't it? He flipping owns that trophy. He's won it 4 times. 4 times, and then he lost in the final to Chelsea the other time. of course, that fateful night in Baku. If we still have our resident Arsenal fan here, he'll know all about that night in Baku. But speaking of Chelsea in a European final, they're in a European final right now. And the game's died down a bit over the past 5 minutes. It's kind of petered out a bit. It's not so end-to-end, and it's still a 0-0. It's kind of going with the tradition of these Champions League finals, that they're very cagey affairs. Oh, Havertz is in! It's 1-0! It's Kai Havertz! It's Chelsea! And it's 1-0 to Chelsea! It's Kai Havertz! He rounds the keeper in style! And it is 1-0. That is absolutely catastrophic, terrible defending from Manchester City. And it's 1-0 to Chelsea. They take the lead in that Champions League final. And that is probably the worst timing you could ever see. The second I'm saying how this is a 0-0 and how it's going through those cage fests with no goals, Chelsea go up and score. The ball's played through. It's a lovely touch by Kai Havertz. Rounds the goalkeeper and slots it into the back of... of an empty net. It's 1-0. It's Chelsea. Could the Blues of London be securing their second Champions League in 10 years? What a beautiful finish there. Who played the ball through to him? Because that was a cracking ball. Tuchel is losing his mind over there, celebrating like hell, as you would do. And that is absolute limbs. You know what it is, boys? I think I am going to need to get my boy into the stream for a quick call after this. He is a Chelsea fan, and he's probably going to be doing his nut right about now. So if you have any thoughts on me getting a Chelsea fan in here for a little halftime team talk, then let me know what you think about that. If you guys want to ask him any questions about how he is or whatever, we can sort something out there. I think the guy in the Europa... I think this guy was in the Europa League last year. He just scored in the UCL final. Who? Kai Havertz. Absolutely, mate. Although he was also tearing it up for Bayer Leverkusen last year. He was absolutely tearing up. Man City defence is shaky. Absolutely. This is what I'm talking about. When Chelsea have come through on the counter-attack, City have looked more open than a 40-year-old hooker's legs on the red light district. I'm telling you, that is absolutely terrible. In the midst of the celebration, I didn't see who played that ball in. I seen that ball played through about 3 or 4 times, but I didn't see who exactly played it in. Let's have a little look at who got the assist. It was Mason Mount. Can you believe it? The London-born player, the Chelsea Academy graduate, getting an assist in the Champions League final. That is mental. It is 1-0 Chelsea. Wow. And you're right. You're absolutely right that their defence is shaky. Their defence is shakier than an obese man on a very, 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 very tight rope. Mason Mount played it in. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. That is absolutely unbelievable for the lad. That is unbelievable. What a story that is. What a story that is. Everyone talks about Frank Lampard and how he's a Chelsea legend. I was saying this yesterday. Mason Mount has the ability to be every bit, if not more, of a Chelsea legend than Frank Lampard. Because let's not forget, Frank Lampard was a West Ham boy when he started out. And of course, after that, he went to Chelsea when he was a young age and cemented his legacy there. Mason Mount is a Chelsea Academy graduate. He's been at Chelsea since the age of 9, and he's just got an assist in the Champions League final. Do you understand how mental that is? How mental his story is? How much of a club icon he can be? And I tell you who won't be a club icon is Timo Werner if he keeps missing sitters like that. Again, he's got the ball here. He's chested it down. He has so much time. And he just rushes at it and slaps it off the side of the pitch. What is this guy playing at? What is this guy playing at? Mount is average. I definitely do not agree with that one. I think he is a top player. And if anyone has a reason to hate on Mason Mount, it's me. Because he absolutely broke my heart 2 years ago when they knocked us out of the semi-final of the playoffs. And I did hold a bit of disdain for him for over a year after that. But then I realised this guy's living my dream. He's doing what I could only dream of. And there's no reason to hate. Hating people is only bad energy. And bad energy attracts bad energy, as I like to say. And, yeah. There's no point living your life with any kind of negativity that I had before. I'm not saying you have it. I'm saying what I had before when I used to hold a bit of disdain to him. Of course, rivalry and all that stuff's good. It's all fun. That's what makes the sport what it is. But as for individual hate, yeah, I took it a bit too far with Mount, and I definitely regret some of the things I said in the past. I think he's a top player. He's really proved me wrong this year as well. As the year's gone on, he's developed into more and more and more of a classy player. He's really, really, really impressed me. Coral has just joined the Discord server. If there's a guy with a Discord named Coral who's in the stream right now, you're an absolute driller, let me tell you. By the way, that Discord is, of course, in the description. If anyone does want to join that, we can have group calls. We can have anything. Of course, I want to build a bit of a community in there. I want to get you guys in there, because then we can chat more frequently. When I'm off camera, when I'm not doing stuff, we can talk about football. If there's anything you want me to do, want me to talk about, or just anything we want to have a chat in general. Say you just want to have a nice 5 to 10 minute sit down with me, maybe more. Just have a nice conversation. Then that Discord is always there. And anybody here, anybody that is part of the family is welcome there. It's a family Discord only for you lot. No other Muppets are allowed in, let me tell you. But there's no Muppets allowed in, but there's a puppet allowed in. And his name is Atomic. It is currently half-time. Chelsea in the lead of Oil Clasico. 45 minutes to go. Can Manchester City bring it back? Woo! It's getting exciting, baby. Let's load up the Discord 1 sec. Speaking of the Discord, let's load it up. What do you guys think about that first half so far? What are your general thoughts? What's the general consensus? Who do you think's been the better team? Do you think Chelsea deserve to be leading, or do you think Chelsea are getting quite lucky with the fact that they're leading? What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about that? And I tell you what, I need to get another beer going is what I need. Need to get another beer going. Let me just grab a beer now, boys. Chelsea are underrated. Well, underrated, I'm not so sure about. But Chelsea are were definitely the underdogs and are definitely doing the business. And Aaron, sorry, I know you know I'm streaming right now. But if anyone doesn't know, this is my good mate, lifelong mate, who is a Chelsea fan. I just want to know how you're feeling right now.
Mate, on top of the world.
On top of the world, okay, mate. Like, how's your stomach right now?
You know, fucking first minute, even just initially, you know, that pass back to Ruben in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so nervous, but then, oh my god.
When Sterling got played in and fucking Reece James or something made that last-ditch challenge. Mate, Reece James has been playing sick, I can't lie. Reece James has been doing the business for you back there.
You're on speaker. Go.
Yo, who's that?
Magic.
Magic. Yes. Oh my God, Magic. How are you?
Can't enjoy the fear of Sterling sport.
The fear of Sterling scoring. He is. He is. That's what I said. I said Guardiola's been saving him for the final. Mate, the only thing is he's been playing well, but when it gets to that last one-on-one, Reece James has been kind of owning him a tiny bit.
Yeah, that one. And it's right. It was just like just Reece James did that up.
Mate, you guys must be absolutely fucking having your bricks falling out of your asshole right now.
Wait,
I'm pretty sure you're glad you scored, would you? Oh, mate. Mason Mount with the assist as well. Mate, City's defense looks kind of shaky. You guys look strong. No, and they're playing Diaz and Stones. Oh, right. Yeah, wait. Yeah, shit, they're not, are they? It's Silva. Wait, who's the attack then? No, it's... Who's the... Oh, wait, no. De Bruyne's in the midfield and Foden's in the attack.
Oh, no.
Is it? Wait. No, it says here on OneFootball that Foden... it says here that De Bruyne's in this midfield role and Foden's up to... I mean, to be fair, this is saying Azpilicueta. I mean, Azpilicueta probably is right wing back, and it's saying Reece James is centre back. Where are you guys watching it? Oh, nice, mate. Nice. Well, I'll let you go in a minute. I just wanted to know how you guys were feeling. Mate, I can imagine the feelings right now. My stomach would literally be falling through my...
Never experienced that.
Yeah, you cheeky buggers. You had to slide that in, didn't you? You had to slide. I was gonna root for you. You had to slide that in. Okay, all right.
Maybe in
Okay, all right. Well, I'll let you enjoy the second. I hope for your sake you enjoy it. But yeah, try not to have a heart attack.
Can't promise
All right, love you, boys. Love you. So, I hope you could hear that. If not, what you were listening to there is two resident Chelsea fans who are absolutely shitting bricks right now. You probably couldn't, if you could hear them, you probably couldn't tell through their voices, but I can tell through their voices that they are very, very, very reserved right now. Very, very, very nervous. Sajid Khan, Chelsea solid so far. They have been defensively, they've been very strong. This is what I'm saying. City look a lot more porous at the back than Chelsea. Chelsea look a lot more resolute, a lot more strong, and a lot harder to break down. And we have got a fifth like. I can only presume that was from Sajid Khan. If it isn't and it was someone else, I do truly apologise, but I do presume it was Khan. And either way, thank you very much, whoever that was. It does mean a lot. 5 likes. That is massive, boys. That is absolutely massive. Thank you guys so much. I'm truly humbled. But yes, Chelsea have been very, very resolute. Do you think Chelsea deserve to be winning? Or do you think that it's been pretty even and that maybe it could be anyone's game right now? Because to be honest, if I look at the amount of chances Werner had, Chelsea have probably had more chances, if I'm honest. They probably have. But what do you guys think about it? And what do you think about Red Stripe? Let me tell you, I don't drink this beer too often, to be honest. I went to the store and I grabbed the first lager I could find. I ran there at like 7. I checked my fridge to get some beers. And then I saw, oh shit, I have no beers. It's 7 o'clock. There's a Champions League final in half an hour. I've got to get some beers in. So therefore, ran to the store. First lager I found, some good old Red Stripe. Does the job, mate. It does the job indeed. Yes, indeedy. Feed the needy. Don't be greedy. I'm a bit of a beer connoisseur, what can I say? As I pour a beer that is more frothy than it is large. Ooh, do you guys think City can come back? Do you think City can come back? And if so, who through? Who through? Who do you think City will come back through? And while we're here, let's get a little bit of halftime tunes going. I'd love to play the Champions League tune, but if I did, I'm pretty sure if I played the Champions League tune, I'd love to listen to that right now. But unfortunately, we have to listen to non-copyright songs. Doesn't quite hit the same, does it? Doesn't quite slap the same. But we have got 5 of you in here right now. What are you guys thinking about the game? How are you? How are you all? How's your day going? How's your day been? Has it been a good day? Has it been a bad day? Because look, we all have good days. We all have bad days. All that matters is that at the end of the day, we can come home and watch a good game of football. All right? That's why we all love the sport. Because no matter what's going on, we can all watch a cracking game of football. And there is no game better to watch, to delve your mind into, than a Champions League final. I tell you, today's been a pretty good day for me, to be honest. Mostly just because I've been talking with you guys all day. James bullying Raheem so far. What do you mean? Oh, Reece James. I've been saying that. I've been saying... Look, I love Raheem Sterling. I think Raheem Sterling's had a very, very good game, to be honest. But what I will say is... it's just... I think Raheem Sterling's been City's best player. Maybe De Bruyne... Like, aside from that, Foden hasn't played too well. Mahrez hasn't got involved at all. Sterling's actually been doing stuff. But Sterling's been doing a lot of his good play from deeper in the midfield. And then when Sterling gets further up the pitch and he gets to Reece James, that's when the issue kind of poses. Because I think Reece James has definitely been winning that battle so far. He's definitely been winning that battle between the two so far. And when you said James... Because when you said James is bullying Raheem so far, I thought you were talking about me for a second there. Because if you don't know, my name is James. Because if you're wondering maybe where the JTLive comes from, it's James Toon. My name is James Toon. James Toon Live. So when you said that, I was kind of like, I'm bullying Raheem? What are you talking about, mate? City, come on, remember why you started. You were hungry for the Champions League title. Exactly. They need to show more here. They need to show more. For me, I predicted City were going to win. I think City are going to win. And quite a bit of me wants City to win. I want Raheem Sterling to win. I want Phil Foden to win it. And I want Sergio Aguero to win it, man. Sergio Aguero in his last ever year playing for City. It would be beautiful to see him win the Champions League with City. It really would. I'd love to see City win for those kind of reasons. Look, I'd like my friends to see their team win another Champions League. But guess what? They've already seen them win a Champions League. And I was with them. Because we were all on a school trip together when they last won the Champions League against Bayern Munich in 2011, 2012. But you know who hasn't won it? City fans, City players. And we've got a tick like on the stream. Sorry to pause what I was just saying, but we have a 6th like. Thank you about whoever that is. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're watching from, but all I know is that I truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. It does mean a lot. Thank you ever so much. But yes, City do need to step it up. They do need to win that Champions League trophy. They do need to finally get their hands on that illustrious Champions League gold. Nothing beats a Champions League final, does it? Except from a World Cup final or a Euro final, which hopefully England will get to If England get to a European, get to the Euro 2021 final, I'm definitely going to be in London for that. That's all I'm saying. I'm definitely, because currently I have a house in London. Well, my family house in London, and then I have my own house in Manchester. And then, but obviously, if we do get to the Euros finals or stuff, I will be down in London. Seriously, I can't see City scoring. I can. I seriously can, mate. I really can. I don't know if that's just me hoping in a way or whatever, but I think that they definitely got a goal in them. Come on, this is Man City. Look at them right now. I'm looking at Stones. I'm looking at Gundogan. They look fired up. I don't know what Guardiola's told them, but looking at them in the tunnel now, they're smiling. They look happy. They look motivated. They look like they can see a goal coming. What I'm just seeing right this second from Man City is telling me that they're going to score a goal. Honestly, what I've just seen from them has inspired me big time. And you know what? I'm going to be back. I literally need to pee, but I'll be back in 10 seconds. And you know how quick I'm determined I'm going to be this time? I'm not even going to put the screen on that says be right back, because that's how quick I'm going to be. Watch me. Raheem Sterling pace. You're done. What did I tell you, mate? Absolute blistering pace. You cannot beat that pace. And Man City are back. And I'm ready with the timer for the second half. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Let me turn that off. Seriously, guy. You slower than Grandma Giroud. I don't hear it. I don't want to hear it. Did you not see that pace, man? Did you not see the pace? What are you talking about? What are you guys talking about? What are you talking about, man? That was blistering pace. That was rapid. That was rapido, man. That was rapid. And that time is perfectly synchronized, wow, by the way. Perfectly synchronized. You see the 1 minute, that basically means 46 minutes. And yes, yeah, it's kind of halftime lecture. That was an absolute halftime lecture. He probably gave them the best motivational videos ever. Absolutely, he did. He probably didn't just give him a motivational video, gave him a PowerPoint, gave him a speech, a video. He gave him it all. He gave him every single thing possible. And I'm not taking that slander. I'm absolutely rapid. Yeah? I'm rapid. Don't you dare try and call me slow, yeah? Look at this. See that footwork? Rapid, yeah? Giroud would have been back. Yeah, get out of here, man. Get out of here. That was literally a minute. The only thing that slowed me down was how quick I could urinate. You know, I can't decide how quick that is, can I? I'll tell you what. You guys are snakes. You guys are snakes. You know that was quick. You know it was quick. You bunch of snakes. Oh, that is a terrible free kick by De Bruyne, man. Absolutely woeful. I can't tell what's worse. You guys, I can't tell what's worse. That free kick or your guys' determination of pace. And what do you mean now, beer talking? I'm honestly rapid, man. I'm not even joking. I beg you guys, one of you, play me at football. 5-a-side, 11-a-side, I don't care what. Play me. I'm telling you, I'm rapid. I'm rapid. Slower than Jorginho. Get out of here, man. Jorginho. Absolute full of cap. Full of cap. Now beer talking. The beer is talking, but not through the pace. Who doesn't love a good beer? You know what I mean? You have to drink a beer with a Champions League final. Only makes sense. Let's go City, says the best. Indeed, let's go City. Vamos City carajo. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it as Vamos City carajo, does it? But nonetheless, Vamos City carajo. City will need to change a few things up, though, if they are to get a goal. And in fact, what beer are you guys drinking on? I'm pretty sure all of you at home have got a beer on you right now. In fact, I'm definitely sure you do. And if you don't, it will be a whiskey or a wine or maybe even a rum if you swing that kind of way. Me, personally, I'm more of a whiskey man than a rum. Rum you can only drink with mixer. I like straight drinking whiskey. With, you know, a bit of ice, you know, on the rocks, as you do. Bit of proper 12, actually. And when McGregor fights again, you're damn right that bottle of proper 12 is coming straight out. I'll probably have to buy another 2 again. Because, yeah. That's what proper 12 is safe for. I tell you who'll be drinking the beers tonight, and it's whoever wins. In fact, both teams will probably be drinking the beers tonight. But whoever wins will be drinking them happily, and whoever loses will be drinking them to drink themselves to sleep. Sergio Aguero will definitely be popping the beers if he scores the winner tonight. Can't believe you guys, man. Can't believe you. Trying to call me slower than Jorginho. I'm actually doing sprint training tomorrow, just for that. Doing sprint training tomorrow. I'm not having it. Not having it. It's actually got to me. It's actually got to me. Not many things get to me, but that has got to me. City poised for an attack here. 5 minutes into the half. Nothing happening so far. Raheem Sterling showing his pace. There you go. He's putting James under some pressure. This is it. They're building it. They're building the force, the currents, the tidal waves are coming. And they're coming strong. They're not just coming. The only problem is that I'd City win this Monday out maths exam, which is which will be difficult. So I kind of hope Chelsea wins. The only problem is that I'd City win this Monday out math exam. So I presume what you're saying here, if City win, if City win this Monday, our maths exam will be difficult. So I kind of hope Chelsea wins. Hey man, you gotta love maths exams. Maths was my favourite subject until I took it for A-level. Then I took it for A-level, and then I wanted to burn the subject with a passion. But before that, beautiful. What kind of maths exam is it though? Is it a GCSE, a maths, a SAT, or just a topic test? Jake Paul will finish McGregor. You're trying to take the piss now, aren't you? First you come at me with the Sterling slander. Then you come at me with the Phil Jones propaganda. Then you come at me saying I'm slower than Giroud, slower than Jorginho. I'm not having it, alright? I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Jake Paul will finish McGregor. Jake Paul will get slept with one of these beautiful left hands, alright? Jake Paul, who the fuck is that guy, alright? Who the fuck is that? His brother's going to get slept by Floyd Mayweather. He's going to get slept by any boxer that can actually box, yeah? And don't get me wrong, I rate what Jake Paul's doing, you know? He's getting his bread. And Is that better? Does that work? I hope that works. That should work. That should work. That should be fixed. That should be all good. There we go, there we go. You're hearing me through this mic now. This beauty. Is the sound quality, would you say the no. Would you say the sound quality is better through this mic or the other mic? What sounds better? Because this is a different mic now. This is my my Yeti mic. If this is better, then I'll use this in future. Yeah, it's back. I've connected a different mic. Cheers for letting me know, boys. Sorry, sorry about that. Sorry about that. That's my bad. Do you think this is better than the other mic? Because if so, then I'll just start using this mic in future. Because I'm using my camera. I have a Rode mic on my camera, and I was using that. But this is my mic that's actually plugged into my laptop. Really? Is it a lot better? I'll just use this mic then. I'll use this mic. I'll just use this mic in future. Someone's down. I can't see who's down exactly. I was looking away. I was fixing the audio. Who is it? I know Reece. I'm not sure about Reece James's new trim, by the way. I mean, it's a sick trim. I just don't know if I'm used to it on him. I'm used to the dreadlocks. Really what? Really the audio or really his trim? Yeah, you know what? I just unmuted it. This audio is quite a lot crisper actually. I don't know why I haven't been using this mic. I don't know I don't know why I've been using the other mic. I can only apologize. I need to get a stand for this. Is it KDB? Ah! De Bruyne's down, man. No, that's not good. That's not good. That is not good one bit. De Bruyne is needed if City are going to get something from this game. Let me tell you. It is needed. It is needed. He is needed. Big time. Come on, son. He's back up. It looks good. The City fans are absolutely quaking in their boots right now. Could their chance at their first ever Champions League be slipping through their fingertips? It certainly looks that way so far. Could this be a Liverpool 2.0 where they have to come back next year better and stronger? Because that's what it's looking like right now. That is what it's looking like indeed. Yeah, KDB. Ooh. Who's coming on? Gabby Jesus for who? Who's coming off for Gabby Jesus? De Bruyne is off, I think. De Bruyne is off. Sterling is captain, is he? KDB is off. That's not what you want to see. That's sad to see. Gabriel Jesus, though, they're going very attacking right now. Sterling! It's a handball, is it? Is it a handball? The referee waves on. Is it a handball? This could be controversy. Sterling is in uproar. He's going to the referee. The referee says no. They carry on play. Is this going to be a penalty? Is it going to be a penalty? We'll have to wait and see. It looked like a penalty to me. He's saying it's hit the arm. He said it was natural. Let's have a second look at it. The ball's come out. It's flicked out by Stones. He's ripped a shot. Yeah, that's a ball to hand. That's a ball to arm. That's no penalty, I'm afraid. No penalty, I'm afraid. That's a good decision by the referee. Good decision. KDB is off, though, and they've brought Gabby Jesus on. So they're putting Foden into midfield. This is very, very attacking. This is very attacking. Very attacking by City. And their defensive midfield structure has been poor as it is. Why is Jesus on? Exactly. Because KDB was injured. I don't know why he brought Jesus on. In fact, why is he not bringing Aguero on, man? Bring Aguero on. If you're going to bring anyone on, bring flipping Aguero on. Come on, why are you bringing Jesus over Aguero? That's what I'm saying. This is Aguero's last game for City. We saw in his last game, he scored 2 goals and 2 cracking goals. Did you see his header, man? And did you see his other goal with the outside of the foot? Why this is probably KDB's biggest day. Why this day? I know it's unfortunate. It's really sad, isn't it? It's really, really sad. For his sake, this could have been his moment. Well, this was meant to be his moment, but unfortunately, it didn't work out that way for him. It's sad. It's sad for De Bruyne. But I'll tell you who should have come on is Sergio Aguero. Exactly, puppet. Why is it not Aguero? Why? Why is it not Aguero? Why, man? Aguero, this is his last ever game for City. If anyone's going to get you a goal, they're dying for a goal. They can't create an opportunity right now. If anyone's going to get you a goal, it's Sergio Aguero. If there's one man on the planet that's going to get City a goal right now, it's Aguero. He's done it time and time again. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe that. I can't believe he hasn't brought Aguero on. Maybe he's saving him for later, but why would you bring Jesus on and not Aguero? That's ridiculous, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is Aguero's time, man. It's his last ever game for City. He said he won't leave City until he wins the Champions League. So at least give him his shot of getting you there. Sorry if you see me drifting away, because I am. May or may not be getting another beer. First beer of the day, boys. First beer of the day. Oh no, I fucked that up. I've cocked this up. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, that's bad. KDB will probably be crying. Yeah. He would be. And would you blame him? Could you blame him? I'd be crying if I was him. Fernandinho's on for who? For Bernardo Silva. Okay, there you go. That's more like it. But why flipping hell? Bring Aguero on, man. Bring him on. This is his last ever game. Pulisic is on. I forget who. Who said Pulisic is going to score the winner? Who said Pulisic is going to score the winner? Who said it? Come on. Who said it? I'm pretty sure it was Servic, wasn't it? Seriously, to be at a world-class club for 4 seasons and on the day you've been waiting for, you get injured. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad for his sake. Because this is the trophy he's missing as well. He's also missing a European trophy. He's never won one. This is it. This is his big time. This is his crowning moment. He's played so well in all the other games. And this is his crowning moment to craft his team into history. To win his side his first ever Champions League and their first ever Champions League. And he's injured. It's sad. It's sad to see. For his sake, you can only hope his side do it. And if then, he'll be put down in history for what he did in getting them there. Look at Roy Keane when Man United won the 99 treble. Solskjaer won them the game with that stoppage time winner when they scored 2 goals. And Keane didn't actually play in the final. As Atomic Puppet will tell you, Roy Keane did not play in that final of that Champions League. He was banned. But he still played a massive role in getting there. for the role he played in the Juventus game before that to get Man United there. So Aguero could still go, De Bruyne could still go down in history for this. It's a shame he can't be there in the final getting injured. That's bad. But you're right, bring Aguero on now. Why is he not bringing Aguero on? Give him a shot, man. Give him his crack. Come on, Pep. I've backed you through everything. Through all the fraudulence you've done in the Champions League with your dodgy team making. This has been a dodgy team again. Why are you not starting a defensive midfielder in the first place? That's the first question. Why is Rodri or Fernandinho not starting? That's absolutely ridiculous. And second of all, why are you not bringing Aguero on? Bring him on. This is crazy. This is crazy. They can still get something though. There's still time. The night is still young. It's the 66th minute of the game. You see this 21st minute, that means it's the 66th. Add 45 to whatever my clock is. And then sync it up with that if you are trying to sync them together. Because of course this game is on YouTube now. So you can pause that game and make sure it's synced up. It's very easy to do now. Very easy to do. De Bruyne's got a black eye. He looks gutted. He looks gutted. But I tell you one thing. He won't care if his side win the Champions League. So for De Bruyne's sake, for everyone's sake, will Man City come back? Chelsea fans, they're showing now, absolutely bricking it. Absolutely bricking it. Wishing for that final whistle. Dying for that final whistle. The ability for them to win their Champions League. Come on, this is it. 23 minutes. Let's see some more action, man. Let's see some more goals. Let's see some drama. I want to see some action, some drama, some anticipation, some tenacity, some timothy. I want to see it all. Come on. Phil Foden now. Foden. Can he do it for his childhood club? Gives it out to Mahrez. Squares it across. Oh, it's cleared away. Vamos. This is it. This is what I'm talking about. This is the action I'm talking about. Drilled across the box by Mahrez. Foden now outside of the area. Gives it to Walker. What are you playing at, Walker? Pulisic could be in here. And Walker, as he chopped him down. No, he hasn't. The referee decides no. It was a clean tackle by Walker. Dodgy touch by Walker, though. Dodgy touch. Dodgy and stodgy, by all accounts. What's happened there? As the Piliquator is down, clearly someone's giving him a Tesco bag. Doesn't work with good old Asda over there. What's going on? What's going on, ref? Play on. Chelsea holding off until the last. Holding off until that final whistle. Callum Hudson-Odoi getting stripped and ready to be brought on. This is where you need Aguero. It's the 70th minute, I'm telling you. If he doesn't bring Aguero on, then he's crazy. He's actually crazy. Clinically crazy, yeah? You're going to go out on your interview, crying your eyes out, saying, we cannot replace Aguero, yeah? If you can't replace him, show you can't replace him. Bring him on. Because Jesus is not going to get you a goal the same way Aguero is. I love Jesus as much as the next guy. I think he's a quality player. He does more pressing than Aguero. He does more off-the-ball work than Aguero. And maybe he works for the team better than Aguero. But there's one thing he doesn't do as well as Aguero. And that's get you a winning goal. That's be clinical. That's his ruthless desire for a goal. That is what Aguero has more than anyone else on that team. Anyone else in the Premier League. I thought it was a surefire thing that he'd bring him on. A surefire. 20 minutes still to go. 20 minutes left for City to potentially claw their way into European history, to potentially get us some more extra time out of this mouth-watering tie. The game has fizzled out a bit in the second half, I can't lie. Ever since Chelsea have got that goal, they've sat back. They haven't needed to attack. They haven't wanted to attack. They've been more than happy to sit off and hold off a 1-0 lead. That's why it was always risky Chelsea getting the opening goal, because that's the way Tuchel plays. Beautiful play by Kyle Walker, gives it out to the right. Riyad Mahrez now needs something special from you. Terrible cross from Mahrez, terrible, absolutely woeful. Need something from the left here. Again, the final ball not been good enough from City. Not been good enough whatsoever. Not one bit. And they only have 19 minutes to save themselves. 19 minutes to save their European history. To save their shot at getting their first ever Champions League trophy. On Sergio Aguero's last year at the club, what did he say back in 2014? I will not leave this club until I win the Champions League. He's already confirmed that he's leaving. Chelsea on the counter-attack though. It's Kai Havertz. It's Kai Havertz. He plays in Mason Mount. It's Werner. Ah, he's missed a sitter. He's missed a sitter. Timo Werner has missed an absolute sitter. Pep Guardiola doesn't even know what's going on. It's not even Timo Werner. It's Christian Pulisic, I think. I don't know why I said Timo Werner. It's Christian Pulisic. Ah, son, you got to be getting that on target. That is poor. That is piss poor. That could have been game, set and match. And after seeing that, I have more confidence that City are going to get an equaliser now. After seeing that, I feel like it could just be Man City's year. As Jermaine Genius said on that famous night where Spurs came back 3-3 against Ajax, he said things are happening here. And I can feel that. That could very much be a thing that is happening here. Gabby Jesus cuts back. What do you guys think? Do you think City can still get a goal? Do you think that they will eventually break this tight, resolute Chelsea defence? Or do you think that Chelsea will be strong enough to hold off? Sterling now on the ball. The second half has been all City. All City, but their final ball has not been good enough. And that's a fact. Here you go now. It's Kyle Walker on the right. Kyle Walker plays it back. Ruben Diaz now out to Fernandinho. Fernandinho out to the left-hand side. When you get into the Werner position, you do what Werner does. Mate, that's why I thought it was Werner. It's Sterling! Oh, Jesus, you massive fraud. You massive muppet. You massive fraud. That's why you bring Aguero on. Beautiful cutback by Sterling. And Jesus mucks up the chance. He goes for a little backheel flick and he messes it up. That's where Aguero gets. That's where Aguero scores. That's why you bring him on and not Gabriel Jesus. Chelsea is winning this. It certainly looks that way, doesn't it, mate? It certainly does. And it certainly looks like you're going to be preparing for a 3.5 hour maths exam. Sorry. The gas in my throat's all over the gaff. Ref! Ridiculous. Ridiculoso. Chelsea now on the attack. Who's that on the sideline? Aguero's getting ready to come on. This is what I'm talking about. Come on, boys. 15 minutes left. Sergio Aguero for the storyline, for the history, for everything that is beautiful about football. If Sergio Aguero is the man to equalise for City, the man to get them this comeback, that will be nothing short of majestic, nothing short of orgasmic, sublime. Anything any kind of beautiful antipathation you could put on this, or ampithetation, or pathetic fallacy, should I say. This is pathetic fallacy right here. Seeing Sergio Aguero warm up. Mason Mount rips a shot wide. Absolutely no hope. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. He's getting ready. The main man. The Argentinian. The number 10. Sergio Aguero. Get him on. Should have got him on earlier, but you've got him on now. This is what you're talking about. Come on, who's coming off? Don't be Sterling. It's Sterling. It's Sterling. That's a terrible decision. That's a terrible decision. That's an absolutely catastrophic decision. Why are you taking Sterling off? I love City, but I love my Grays more. So Agueros don't score, but you'll still be a legend. Wait, you want Chelsea to win? I thought you said if City lose, then you're going to have a really long maths exam because the guy was a Chelsea fan. Wait a second. Oh, your guy's a Chelsea fan. Oh, okay. Oh, so you want Chelsea to win. I thought you were saying you wanted City to win. My bad. I don't know why he didn't take Mahrez off. Mahrez has done sweet jack shit this game so far. Jack diddly squat. Should have taken Mahrez off and not Sterling. But that's just my opinion. Mahrez now poised over the corner. Can Aguero get his head on it? Can he get us another half an hour of Champions League football? Champions League final football? No, he hits the first man. Of course he does. It's Mahrez again on the whip. Again, it's over everyone's head. Not good enough. Phil Foden now. Foden is everywhere right now. Foden is baying for that goal. He's doing every single thing he can in his power to get Man City that goal. Everything he can possibly do. Fernandinho cuts it back. Here we go. Come on, this is it. This attack is going to result in a goal. I can guarantee it. I can give you a money back guarantee that this attack is going to result in a golazo. Not a golazo al mosto, a golazo. As Kovacic is getting ready to come on. Chelsea are trying to hold off their lead. They're happy with the lead that they have. I'm literally shaking right now. What, are you that nervous that City will equalise? You're that nervous, lad? Come on. Here we go. This is it. 11 minutes to save yourself. 11 minutes and 10 seconds, or should I say now 10 seconds to save your skins, to save your bacon. To save your chances of winning a Champions League. To stop yourselves from having the treble done over you by Tuchel. The treble done over you by Chelsea. I thought it was impossible. I thought there's no way Man City are going to let Chelsea do them over this bad. Let them do them over not only in the FA Cup semi-final, not only in the Premier League, but now in the Champions League final? Mason Mount is off for Kovacic, and I feel like that is a terrible decision. That is a terrible decision from Tuchel, and I feel like that could pay dividends. I feel like that could pay dividend. I feel like that is a very, very bad decision. You shouldn't be taking Mason Mount off. Mason Mount is the Chelsea boy. And yes, Thiago Silva, this is your moment. And yes, Yadi Henk, thank you very much for the subscription, mate. It means a lot. And thank you for joining the most forward-thinking channel with the most forward-thinking young pioneers of the beautiful game as subscribers as we build this family of young pioneers of the beautiful game. It means a lot for you to subscribe and help support me, support you. Thank you very much, Yadi Henk. Thiago Silva, this is your moment. Anyways, has Thiago Silva won a Champions League title before? And no, I do not believe he has. He was at AC Milan and then he was at PSG. He wasn't at AC Milan when they won the Champions League, because they won the Champions League last in 2007-2008 to my knowledge. And PSG have never won the Champions League, which is where he went after that. So no, Thiago Silva, despite having a long illustrious career at the top, has not won a Champions League. See this? This is what gets you a beard. This is how you get a luscious beard like this. Oh, as you can see, there's too much facial hair, if I'm honest. Bit too much. Bit too thick, you know what I mean? My beard's thicker than nothing. It's got about as much connection as hotel Wi-Fi. But what could have connection is this header right here. It's Chilwell whips a ball in, and it's cleared away to Reece James. Reece James to Kovacic. Kovacic rips a shot well wide of the target, and not just wide like I say, but well wide of the target. Very, very poor shot there. Very, very, very poor shot. Here we go. Fernandinho on the ball now. Takes it forward. Plays it to the right. Back to Stones. Stones to Gundogan. Gundogan out to Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz now. You can see the heart palpitations from here. Gives it into Fodenino. Fodenino plays it back. Can City equalize? Can they get themselves that goal that they so desperately need? It doesn't look that way so far. It looks like Chelsea are going to walk away with it, if you ask me right now. It looks like Chelsea are going to make it 2-0 on the counter-attack. And it's a desperation foul from Riyad Mahrez. Petulance. Inexperience. Fraudulence. That's what I'm seeing from Manchester City right now. I'm not seeing maturity. I'm not seeing composure. I'm not seeing any calmness at all to give me confidence in them right now. That looked like a clean tackle by Fernandinho to me, but it's given away. I'm seeing petulance. I'm seeing arrogance. I'm seeing fraudulence. That's what I'm seeing from City right now. Not good enough, if you ask me. Not good enough at all. And to me, unless if they change their ideas, it's looking like Chelsea are going to win themselves their second Champions League trophy in the past 10 years. The second Champions League trophy ever won by a London club. And you know who won the other one? Yes, it was Chelsea again back in 2011-2012 against Bayern Munich, of course, in that fateful night on penalties where Drogba won on penalties. But Man City still have 6 minutes left. 6 minutes to save themselves, to save their city. Here you go. It's played in. Played into the back sticks. Is that Aguero? Oh, why are you not shooting? He's chipped a ball in there. Should have shot. He's chipped a ball in straight to the goalkeeper. City fans are losing their head as Mendy catches that with ease. Aguero with a lovely ball, but he's chipped it too close to the keeper. That was a big chance for City there. A massive chance for City. Can they make another one? Surely you'd say they have another chance of at least that caliber, at least that quality in the next 6 minutes. Surely they do. Surely they can craft themselves another opportunity. It's Gundogan on the ball. Plays it into Mahrez. Mahrez out to Aguero. Not good enough from Aguero. There you go now. Chelsea looking sloppy. Chelsea looking scared. Chelsea looking like they're just baying for that final whistle. They're dying for it. They're just praying that City don't score. And it's a rushed ball in by Kyle Walker. It's a bad ball. is too much weight on it and it's not targeted to anyone. Not good enough. Not good enough from City. Not good enough one bit. Not good enough one bit. City on the attack still. Gives it out to Fernandinho. This is your chance, son. This is it. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes to make yourself a hero in English football. A hero in European football. It's a corner, is it? Is it a corner for Manchester City? I feel like it is. Let's have a little rundown at the stats in a second. Is that a corner or is it a goal kick? I feel like it's a corner. They're showing Tuchel celebrating, but for me, I feel like that is a corner. Is it? Show me. Show me, BT. I don't want to see Tuchel. I don't want to see these Chelsea fans. I love the aggression. I love the passion. But no, it is a goal kick. That is why they're celebrating. So while it is a goal kick, let's have a real... to the main screen as we've got 3 minutes left of regulatory time. Sergio Aguero stood over the ball. Kai Havertz stood over the ball. 3 minutes. Sorry, pardon me again. Left. It looks like it's City's, doesn't it? I mean, it looks like it's Chelsea's. Looks like it's Chelsea's. I don't know what you guys are saying, but for me, it looks like it's Chelsea's. It looks like it's Chelsea's all over. I can't see a way of City getting back from here, really. Can you? I don't see it. I think Chelsea have got this. I think Chelsea have got this wrapped up. I think it's GG. I think it is. I think surely this is done now. Surely that's it for City. Pulisic on the ball. Gives it to Chilwell. Chilwell, has he earned his side a free kick? The referee says no. Kyle Walker storms forward. Earns his side a free kick instead. Kovacic throws it off the ball. That's crafty. That's clever. Unfortunately for any City fans out there, it looks like your side is whimpering out in this Champions League final. Not even a goal to show for your troubles. Despite the fact you have, for the most part, been the aggressors in this tie. This is where you need a Kevin De Bruyne to unlock something. This is where you need a Sergio Aguero to make something out of nothing. And this is where you have a Sergio Aguero on his last day for the club. It's drilled across. It's Riyad Mahrez. He plays it back across and it's sloppy. It's not good enough. It's really not good enough. The most funniest part was that City fans were bragging they had the Champions League title. To be honest, I don't know what City fans you heard that from. Any City fan I heard, well, basically they were quite skeptical about it because they have been bad in Europe. To be fair, so I don't know what City fans you have heard, but there had to have been some confident ones because City were the favourites coming in after the fact that I definitely thought they were the favourites because of what Chelsea had done to them, not only in the league but in the thingy. I'm not a City or a Chelsea fan. I'm a Barca fan, a culé. So are you a Pep Guardiola fan? That's my question. Is Pep Guardiola still an icon in Barcelona? But not only what he did as a player, but as a manager. 7 minutes of added time. There is time for City still. 6.5 minutes left for City to do something. This is it. This is the money maker. This is the time. This is when you need to prove your point. You need to stand your mark down. And I've just cut up my face with this thing here. You are a Barca fan. So you from Spain? The best. Are you from Spain, or are you just a Barcelona fan from England? To be honest, I love Barcelona growing up, and especially Messi, because Barcelona as a city, like my first probably like 6 of my first 9 holidays were to Barcelona. I used to go there pretty much every year, and I used to get Barcelona kits. I used to watch Barcelona on the TV all the time, so I do have a lot of love for Barcelona. Plus, my dad was always a Real Madrid man. My dad was a Real Madrid man, so we had a bit of rivalry going there. And Messi plucked me out of quite a few holes in some of those matches. As I'm sure he plucked you out of quite a few holes. From England, just a Barcelona fan. Because of the beauty of their play, I presume. What made you? Was it Messi then? I was born in the UK. So what, did you just watch Messi growing up, watch Barcelona, and you were like, this is the team. This is the team for me. I mean, I can't blame you. What a fucking team. What a team they were, especially when I was growing up. When I was 6 or 7, that's when Messi was first coming through. And I just remember as a 6-year-old just watching him first come through, and I was like, what the fuck? Who is this kid? Who is this kid? Who is this damn kid? And I remember I got him on my shirt. I got a couple of David Villa shirts back in the day. Same scene in my home. My dad is a Real Madrid fan. Really? That's funny. My dad's a Leeds fan like me. But obviously he has a affiliation to Real Madrid after what they did. You know, because Leeds changed their kit to white because of Real Madrid. Because of that. And so he always had affiliation to them. And I always had an affiliation to Barca. Because of Messi, because of the beautiful football they played while I was young, and because of the fact now that there is 4 minutes left, can the Barcelona Academy graduate Pep Guardiola secure his 3rd Champions League trophy? He only has 4 minutes to do it. It's not looking likely. It really isn't. Man City are going to have to pull something magical out the bag. Something truly extraordinary. It's played forward. That's not good enough. City have a goal kick. Here you go. 3 minutes to go. I actually grew up supporting Man United, but I watched Barca. I watched the Barca match and became a Barca fan because of Messi. I mean, who didn't? But Messi is just... Oh. What a fucking... Best player in the history of the game, bar none. And I don't want to hear anyone else say anything other. And I love Ronaldo. Ronaldo, for me, 2nd best player of all time. But no question between Messi. It's coming. It's in the box. And Foden has smashed it into the side netting. But they've given a free kick to Chelsea. Because Rudiger has dived down. That is never a free kick for me. I don't see what the referee's talking about. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is a criminal decision. That is criminal. That is never, ever a Chelsea free kick. That is criminal. That is criminal. Look, I'll say it as it is. I'm not coming here with any biases, but that is a criminal decision. That is never, ever a Chelsea free kick there. Chelsea, Mendy has hoofed the ball out. City will have 1, if maybe 2 attacks left in this game, but most likely 1. And they will have 1 brilliant chance. But the question is, will they take that chance? Will they convert it and not with that kind of accuracy. They've hoofed it straight off the pitch again. Riyad Mahrez has hoofed the ball off. 1.5 minutes left in the game, left in the Champions League final for City to claw themselves something. It's Gabriel Jesus. It's still Jesus. He's into the box. He's cut inside. He can't get past Christensen. It's a Man City throw in. 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock. It's Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker now in the attacking third. He goes for a Rory Delap long throw. It's into the box. It's flicked in by Stones. It's Fernandinho. It's out to the edge. And who is that? They've absolutely wasted it. It's Riyad Mahrez, you absolute muppet. Why are you shooting there? Hang your head in shame. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Why are you shooting from there? That is absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing, Mahrez. 30 seconds left. It looks like surely this is Chelsea's. Surely City have squandered it. Surely City have choked it. And surely Chelsea will be winning their second Champions League trophy in the club's history. The second Champions League trophy in 10 years. Is hoofed up by Ederson, but only as far as Edouard Mendy, who touches the ball down, and that is it. It's full time. Chelsea Football Club have won the Champions League final. It's all over. I look like a muppet for saying City would have won, but it is Chelsea Football Club who have won the Champions League final, their second Champions League in 2 days. Calm down. You're going too hard on Mahrez. It was stupid, man. It was stupid. He could have got the ball into the box. He could have done something else, in my opinion. Maybe I was a bit harsh on the guy in the emotion of the moment. Maybe I was, but I still think that was recklessly stupid. I think that was really bad. But maybe I was a bit harsh in the emotion of the moment. But speaking of the emotion of the moment, Chelsea have done it. Aguero is in tears. And part of my insides are in tears for him. Part of my insides are in tears for many of these City players. But for Chelsea Football Club, this is your night. This is your time to shine. And this is the moment you've been waiting for. Mason Mount and Kai Havertz have stamped their name in Champions League history. And you know what? You know what I've just remembered? The guy I called at halftime, Aaron Arnold. I was speaking to him yesterday and he said to me, I said, it's going to be a player that's a bit of a fringe player that doesn't get a lot of recognition, that's going to score the final. And the first name he said to me was Kai Havertz. And who scored the goal? Kai Havertz. Chelsea are indeed champions. You don't have to have a 7-hour maths exam tomorrow. Hella performance from Chelsea. It was a brilliant dogged performance. It was a brilliant defensive performance. They made the game boring in that second half. Of course they did. Of course they did. But they did what they needed to win. Math is gonna be easy. It surely is, my son. It surely is. And to that, I say amen. But to City, I say commiserations. Commiserations, Manchester City. Commiserations, Mahrez. Commiserations, De Bruyne. Commiserations, Aguero and Sterling and Pep Guardiola. But to Chelsea, congratulations. Your second Champions League trophy in the past 10 years. Tuchel, the man who lost the Champions League final last year, has got his redemption, his resurrection. It's happened for him. It's been another 1-0. We've been plagued with the 1-0s and the 2-0s in these Champions League finals, and we've got another one. But this time, it is Chelsea Football Club who come out the victors. Who was your man of the match that game? I presume it's got to go to a Chelsea defender. I presume it has to go, for me, I'd have to say Reece James was up there. Reece James was up there. The best Thank you thank you ever so much. Thank you very, very much. That means a lot. Those kind words truly touch my heart. They truly touch my heart. Absolutely enjoyed it. I absolutely enjoyed having you here, and I absolutely enjoyed sharing this extremely beautiful experience with you lot. And I'll be back for the Euros, mark my words, and I hope to see you all there as well. I absolutely loved streaming it with you guys today. It made the game a lot more enjoyable. Sterling was terrible today. I wouldn't say he was terrible, but Reece James did definitely have his number today. That is for damn sure. Reece James did play phenomenally, and he did have his number. But thank you guys. Like I say, the best absolute legendinho, mate. Thank you so much for coming along. It means a lot, and I hope for your sake, Barca have a bit of a resurrection next year. Of course, not going too well for you in the league or the Champions League. However, cup competitions, bit of a different story. And Messi having a bit of a resurrection. And Aguero, who came on today. Unfortunately, he won't win the Champions League for City. But maybe, just maybe, he'll win it for you lot next year. But for now, there's only one thing I need to do. And that's a little FaceTime call to a certain someone. Let's see what he's saying. Let's see if he picks up. He's probably pissed off his mind right now, so he's probably not going to piss up. But what did you guys think of that game? Who was your man of the match? Who was it? For me, I'd have to say Reece James. It'd have to be Reece James for me. I think Reece James played solid. Played sterling solid. Played very, 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 very well. In my opinion, Reece James was quality. But who do you guys think was the man of the match? Of course it is. We're watching them lift the trophy now. We're watching Manchester City lift, not Manchester City, sorry. Chelsea lift the trophy. Bye JT, see you during the Euros. Thank you so much for coming along, the best, you absolute living legend. I'll see you there. Apart from the fact you said I was slower than Jorginho, or slower than Giroud, alright? I'm still not over that. Alright, I'm still not over that. Alright. I don't like that. But you're a legend, mate. Thank you so much for coming along. Appreciate the kind words. It means a lot. We're winning the CL next season. For your sake, I hope it's true, my man. I hope it is true, my man. Thank you so much for coming along. Thank you so much. I am going to be staying here for the trophy lift for the next 10 minutes. So let's just have a chill vibe together. The game is over. The Champions League final is over, and it's a sad moment. The European football, the season is officially over now. We have to wait till next year. But this was the pinnacle of the season. Man of the match goes to Reece James. I presume you mean Reece James. But Reece James is a pretty good nickname. And you agree with me, mate. Like I say, for me, Reece James had to be man of the match. It was a very, very, very good performance from him today. Very, very, very solid performance from Reece James today. I feel like he did himself very, very, very well. What about you lot? Who else is in here? Who else did you think about? What else did you think about the game? I see Ethan slagging my boy Sterling. Sajid Khan gassing up Chelsea, as you should do, because they have just won the Champions League final. They are the champions of Europe. Kai Havertz, a guy who was called a waste of money, a guy who was cussed off by many people for being a flop, a Premier League flop. Everyone's saying, oh, Havertz is a flop, but because he plays for Chelsea and not Man United or not XYZ, he's not going to be listed as a flop. But guess what? He's worth every penny. If he wins the Champions League final for you, he is worth every single penny. So that Kai Havertz signing was worth I'm pretty sure if you ask any Chelsea fan right now, if they would have rather kept the 72 million and not have Kai Havertz, they would probably piss in your face and spit in your face and probably throw up in your face as well, because that man has just won them a Champions League trophy, the second in their history. The second in 10 years. That is ridiculous. As the players line up now, that's gotta hurt. Manchester City CEO, Abrik Khan, I forgot his name, bloody Albarik Khan. It's not Sheikh Mansour, it's the other geezer. It's like Abrik Khan, the CEO guy. He's lined up on the thing there. He's going to be the ones handing out the medals, and that's got to be tough to him. That's got to be tough for him. That's got to be tough for any Man City fan to see, for any Man City fan to feel. But hey, that's football. That is football. You win some, you lose some. For Man City, commiserations. For Chelsea, congratulations. I got it wrong. I'll hold my hands up. I thought City had this. I thought they did. But I was wrong. I was wrong. It was Chelsea's. It was not Man City's. I was 100% wrong in that one. But, hey, that's football. You're not always right. They, in fact, have done the treble over City. That is astonishing. Astonishing that they've done the treble over them. Absolutely astonishing. They knocked them out of the semi-final. They beat them in the league. And now, they've beat them in the Champions League final. Crazy. Crazy. It's crazy like brutal crazy. My headset thing's falling off. These headsets are OG, by the way. If anyone knows about the Astro A40s, yeah? Living legend. Anyone for my OG gamers out there that know about the Astro A40s. Yeah, you're OG in the scene, that's all I'm saying. Or Turtle Beaches. Turtle Beaches used to be the thing back in the day. But I ended up switching them out for the Astro A40s. Because they were a bit higher quality. With the sound mixer and all of that. And from then I've just kept them. So these are my only laptop headphones now. Are the Astro A40s. But they're very comfortable. In fact, they were more comfortable until I broke them. Look at this. This is very uncomfortable now. They used to be hella. But now it's got all this duct tape around it. It absolutely crucifies my head. Speaking of crucifying, I'm pretty sure Man City fans are in crucifying levels of pain right now. Absolutely devastating levels of pain. And I feel for them. I do feel for them. But in the same way I feel for them, I can feel the joy of Chelsea fans. I can feel the joy of Chelsea fans around the globe. What a day for Chelsea. What a day for their football club. What a day for football in general. What a day for English football. We had another all-English final. The second all-English final in 2 years in the Champions League. And one which didn't really disappoint at the beginning. Didn't really disappoint at all. What did you guys think? We got 3 absolute legends in here. 2 now. Who was your man of the match? Wow, says Servic. Wow, indeed. Who was your man of the match, my man? I've already said mine was Reece James. Mine was Reece James. Who was yours? Pep looks sad. Oh, mate. Devastated. Devastated. I don't blame him. He's smiling right now. But behind the smile, you can see pure Spain in his eyes. And I'm talking Spain without the S. I just feel sad for Hazard going to Real Madrid and destroying his career. He would have cemented his legend status. He would. He would. If he had won the Champions League with Chelsea, he would have cemented it. But guess what? In the future, you could possibly see some fans. Look, in the future, in maybe 20, 30 years, people may not remember Hazard in the same way they remember Kai Havertz. And Kai Havertz has done a lot less for that club. That's all I'm saying. Just because that's going to go down in history now. That one goal. I'm so annoyed. Happy for Pulisic. My brother's a Man City fan. And I don't want to talk to him for the next week. What? Because you feel like he's going to be upset. Man, I feel for your brother, man. Send my commiserations out to your brother. Like I said, commiserations to any Man City fan out there. That is absolute Spain without the S. That is Pan. I've got to say, maybe Mason Mount. Mason Mount could go down in history, mate. He's got an assist in a Champions League final. A Champions League final, he got the assist for the winning goal. And it was a beautiful assist at that. That is massive for Mason Mount. Mason Mount has cemented himself in Chelsea history. Not as much as Kai Havertz, though. Kai Havertz, a man who was cussed, a man who was doubted, a man who was called a flop, a failure of a signing, has now gone and done what? Scored the winner in a Champions League final. He's proved the doubters wrong. He's proved the haters wrong. He's proved every single person wrong. Absolutely phenomenal for him. Absolutely phenomenal. There you go. They're lifting the trophy now. There you go. Severich, the man handing out the medals. Oh, maybe Mason Mount for your man of the match. Yeah, sorry, I didn't clock onto that, Severich. Yeah, Mason Mount for your man of the match. I can understand that 100%. I can 100 million% understand that. For me, though, like I say, it had to be Reece James. I feel bad for KDB getting subbed off early in a UCL final. That may never be in again. Must feel horrible. Well, yeah, he was subbed off because of the injury, of course. It wasn't like it was a planned substitution from Pep or from KDB. It was unfortunate that he got injured. Hopefully, for his sake, that injury won't be too severe and they'll be back in the near future, because City have the squad and the money and the capabilities to easily get themselves back to another Champions League final within the next 2 to 3 years. Easily they can. I know it's their first one ever, and I know they failed, and I know that's tough, but KDB has another shot at it, and it was unfortunate for him that he got injured. Is the sound back? Is that back? I hope it's back. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, like I say, I would say that money doesn't buy happiness thing is true, but Chelsea spent 300 million in the summer, and they spent 100 million in the 2 years before that. So I don't think usually I'd agree with you in that City didn't win it, but Chelsea are the other oil drip team, the team that, that have spent more money than anyone else. So I think, if anything, this Champions League final in general proves that money can determine a lot in history. But of course, it's all about how you spend it. It's all about how you spend it in football. It's not about how much you spend. It's about how you spend it, how you invest that money. And of course, money can't buy happiness. Of course it can't. Of course it can't. Happiness is not something that can be bought with an artificial thing like money. of mate, there's a reason why it's called Oil Classico. It's a reason, mate. Let's not forget, Chelsea were Man City before Man City existed. That's what Chelsea are. That's what they are, and that's what they always will be. Roman Abramovich spent fucking 400, 500 million on a flipping painting, over 600 million on some paintings. I have a friend who supports Chelsea, must be happy. Mate, he must be more than happy. I have two friends which I spoke to at half-time, lifelong friends that I've known from very young. One of them I've known from 4, 5, in fact I've known both of them since 5 years old. And they are absolutely buzzing their tits off right now, let me tell you. This is a beautiful day for Chelsea Football Club. Unfortunately for Manchester City Football Club, and if you know any City fans, give them a hug. Because this will be a very, very tough time for them, a very hard time. But for Chelsea Football Club, this is a massive, massive day for them. A massive day in the history of their club. A day that will go down in history. Roman Abramovich there with a massive smile painted across his face. A massive, massive smile. What a day for them. What a day to be alive. Like I say, for me, Reece James has to be the man of the match. Oh no, Aguero, mate. I feel for you. I feel for Aguero. I thought for me, this was going to be Aguero's time. I thought there was too much written on it. Written in the stars. City to win their first ever Champions League. Sergio Aguero to win it on his last year. He's crying there. They're showing the camera of him crying. Crying. Sad. That's sad. He could have done it. Could have done it on his last year in the Champions League. His last year at City. He said all those years ago, I won't leave City. And there he is now. He's the last City player out there. He's crying his eyes out. And I feel for him. I feel for Aguero. That's, if anything, that's the main reason I wanted City to win. For Aguero. That's sad. That's sad for Aguero. I feel bad for Aguero. Really bad. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be for Aguero today. Unfortunately, I would have been for the winner. See City win. See him lift that Champions League trophy that he's been craving. Fortunately for him, it wasn't to be. But fortunately for Chelsea, it was to be. Was to be indeed. Unfortunately for me, I guess he's going to Barca. Yeah, he is going to Barca. So maybe he can win it with them. But it won't be the same as him winning it for City. The City is the club he'll be a legend for. City is the club he said he'd win it for. So sad. But thankfully for him, he's still a legend at Man City. Thankfully for him, he has another shot next year at Barca. And thankfully for me, I had absolute legends watching the stream with me. Special shout out to the best. Special shout out to Servic. Special shout out to the gamer guy Ethan. Special shout out to Sajid Khan. And of course, a special shout out as always to Atomic Puppet. Who else am I missing here? Come on. I know I am. La Bouboué with his short entrance. Shout out to you, my man. Special shout out to Bargav Condetti. That is all. The drillers of today. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot. Thank you for the 6 likes as well. Means a lot to me. It's very, very, very big for me. Very big to have you guys in here. It's been an absolute pleasure to share this experience with you. To share this Champions League final with you. I love your faces and I hope to see you guys all back for the Euros. There may be a stream I do before that. In fact, there's going to be the England friendlies. I'm going to be there for the England friendlies and potentially any other international team that either I want to watch or anyone else requests me to watch. I'll probably be watching those just in the build up to the Euros. So there's those games and there's the Euro games. I'm going to be back for that. Thank you guys so much. I'd hope to see you guys all there. It's been an absolute pleasure watching this with you guys. It's been an absolute pleasure watching the playoff final with you guys today. It's been a pleasure all day. Thank you guys so much for turning up. It's been a pleasure. Sterling, yep. Puppet wasn't to be for Sterling today. Wasn't to be for Sterling. Wasn't to be. Au revoir, boys. Well, he did get done up by James. He did get. I'll stay here for an extra little bit because my boy Puppet's back here. But yeah, he did. James won the battle. James won the battle. James did win the battle. You're right. James did definitely win the battle. Messi or Ronaldo? Messi for me. Messi hands down for me. Messi for me by a country mile. The things he can do with a football is second to none. The ball is super glued to his feet. His IQ, his vision, oh mate, everything he does. Like Ronaldo is the perfect player that's been sculpted into a player. But Messi is just, he was put on this planet by God for one reason. And that was to dominate football. That's what he was put on for. That was his goal. That was his aim. That was his mission. That was his destiny. Messi is just, there's never been a player like it. And I doubt I'll ever see someone like it. What happened to his dribbling? Who's Sterling? Oh, he played well, man. He played well. I don't want to hear this about Sterling. He played well. Reece James was my man of the match. That's it. Reece James had a very good game as well. I think Sterling was better than Mahrez. I also think Sterling was better than Jesus. I also think Sterling was better than De Bruyne on the night. It's just Reece James was very good. And in the final third, Reece James had his number quite a bit. And for me, Reece James was man of the match. That's how it is. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Speaking of the cookie crumbling is in my bladder right now. Really need to go toilet. But like I say, been a pleasure speaking to you guys. Been a pleasure watching the game with you guys. What a day it's been. What a day it's been. 2 big games today, 2 big streams. And 2 streams filled with a lot of legends in the chat. A lot of legends watching along with me. And it's been a brilliant day. And I thank you guys ever so much for that. From the bottom of my heart, it means a lot for you guys to tune along. I thank you so much. And I'll see you very soon for some international football. Make sure you don't miss it, because it's going to be electric, baby. See you there.